Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Nick gazes at Brooke. You are Brooke Logan, and you are amazing. They kiss, breaking free from the makeout session. Brooke gasps. Nick chuckles. Well, we know that still works. Brooke tells Nick she's happy to see him, but she's a little confused. Nick asks her to fill him in on what happened with her and Ridge. Brooke admits it was about the takeover. She was trying to get the company back and he felt betrayed. Nick guesses that's when he ran back to Taylor, like he always does. Does she really want this caveman? Do you want to be happy? She says, yes. Nick asks if she wants a man who treats her with kindness and respect. One who will love her and only her. At the Forrester mansion, Ridge kisses Taylor, who points out he didn't answer her question. Ridge grunts, you want to know how I feel about Brooke? Taylor finds out Brooke made another play for him before he came home. Ridge will always care about Brooke, but he's in love with Taylor and isn't going anywhere. My future is with you. Taylor wants to be sure he's being honest with himself. She knows he believes what he's saying, but Brooke's not letting him go. She seems to think if she fights hard enough, she'll get him back. Ridge asks what she wants him to do. Talk to me. Ridge asks Taylor if she's happy. She is. She never managed they'd be back together. Brooke has always come between them. Ridge thinks she'll find someone new, but Taylor's not so sure. She vows not to let her get between them. Ridge assures her he's right there with her and he's not leaving, though he has to go back to work. Taylor tells him she has faith in them, and in him. They kissed at the beach school. Hayes tells Steffy they learned about seaweed. Across the room, Liam tells Finn he's glad he's taking the threat from Luna so seriously. Finn's sleeping with a baseball bat beside the bed. Liam needs to know he has a plan once he's, outside. Luna watches them through binoculars. Finn gives Liam his word that he will never let anything happen to Steffy and the kids. Steffy joins them and asks them not to waste time talking about Luna. Liam agonizes that all he can think about is Hayes and Kelly and how oblivious they are to the threat. Luna poses. Hayes looks out the window and Luna watches him with a sinister look. Steffy tells Hayes that Electra is going to pick him up today. He's excited. They express their love. Across the room, Liam assures Finn he's not criticizing him as a husband or father. Finn appreciates his concern about Steffy and the kids, but he doesn't want him to stress. Liam just has a feeling he can't shake. They should be freaked out. Outside, Luna watches and flashes to Steffy telling her not to call Hayes her half-brother, and to stay away. She grits her teeth and fumes. Finn and Liam go over Luna having no rational thought at all. Finn has to be scared of his own daughter. The teacher and the rest of the kids file in, and Finn asks if everything went well with the first day. She says yes and thanks Liam again for the use of the house until their new facility is ready. Hayes thanks Liam too. Liam assures him there's nothing he wouldn't do for Hayes and his mom and dad. As Liam, Steffy and Finn leave, Luna keeps watch. Back at the Cliff House, Steffy, Finn and Liam chuckle over the kids at the beach school. Finn thanks Liam again for the use of the beach house. Liam's glad to feel he's making an impact. Finn says Hayes views him as an uncle. Liam's chuffed. It helps to focus on people he cares about, but he can't seem to find peace if he thinks Luna's going to keep lurking around at the beach school. Hayes answers the teacher's question about sand. Outside, Luna watches the kid and grins. You want to keep me away from my father, Steffy? You'll be sorry. At Forrester, Brooke tells Nick that the thought of living her life without Ridge is unthinkable. Nick knows she doesn't know who she is without Forrester. His ego wants to keep her under his thumb, and it's not fair. What if she's wrong about Ridge being her destiny? What if her destiny is standing right there in front of her? Nick tells Brooke he believes in destiny. There's a reason he wound up there 20 years ago. It's her, the woman he can't get out of his system. Wherever he goes, she's in his heart. He's a man of integrity and commitment. They've committed to each other before. They reminisce about their wedding on the Shady Marlin. Nick tells her, and here we are now. I came here to tell you that I want you back in my life. But she has to be able to say she's ready to put Ridge in the past. If you say that, I promise it will happen. Suddenly, Ridge walks in and growls, Nick Marone, what are you doing here? Nick tells him, we were just talking about you. Ridge's world shatters. Adris Forrester had just returned from a whirlwind European business trip, and truthfully, a much-needed break from the mounting tension in Los Angeles. He expected Brooke to be waiting with open arms and maybe even a bottle of wine. Instead, he stepped into the mansion, setting down his bag with a satisfied sigh, only to hear laughter drifting from the back patio. He followed it and stopped cold. There, basking in the golden California sun, was Brooke Logan. Her laugh rang out, a soft flirtatious melody that Ridge knew too well. But it wasn't for him. It was for Nick Marone. Nick sat close beside her, their knees touching, his hand casually resting on the small of her back as she showed him something on her phone. Brooke leaned into him, and when she smiled, it wasn't the usual poised expression she gave Ridge. This was something else, something real. Raw and reminiscent of a time Ridge thought they'd buried. Brooke. Ridge's voice sliced the air. Brooke gasped and sprang to her feet. Nick remained seated, one brow cocked, unbothered and borderline smug. Ridge, Brooke stammered, smoothing her skirt as though it might hide the emotional intimacy that had just unfolded. You're back early. Clearly not early enough, Ridge replied, eyes narrowing as they flicked between the pair. What the hell is this? Nick finally stood, stepping forward like a challenger in a ring. Relax, Ridge. It's just a little catch-up between old friends. Old friends, Ridge scoffed. You've got your hand on her like she's your girlfriend. Brooke's cheeks flushed. It's not like that. Then what is it, Logan? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like déjà vu. Nick crossed his arms. Maybe if you actually made Brooke feel like she mattered, she wouldn't be spending her afternoons with me. Ridge lunged forward, eyes blazing, but Brooke stepped between them. Stop it, both of you. This isn't helping. Did something happen? Ridge demanded, voice low and shaking. Brooke hesitated. She looked at Nick. He gave her the slightest nod. He wasn't going to lie for her. No, she said finally, but maybe I wanted something to happen. Maybe I miss being with someone who listens. Who doesn't make me feel like I'm just the mother of his children, or an accessory to a fashion dynasty. Ridge stepped back as if she'd struck him. You'd throw away everything for him. Again. Brooke's eyes shimmered. Maybe I'm just tired of waiting for you to choose me first. Nick's hand touched her shoulder gently. Ridge saw red. I'll be at Eric's, he muttered before storming out. The sound of the door slamming echoed like a gunshot. Luna's quiet rage turns loud across town. The Forrester Creations design floor was bustling, but one woman's focus was razor-sharp. Luna Nozawa sat at her desk, eyes burning holes into the back of Steffi's head. For days, Steffi had made it her mission to belittle, manipulate, and remind Luna of her mistakes, both real and imagined. Ever since the mince incident, Steffi had wielded her power like a sword, ensuring Luna never forgot she was on thin ice. But today, Luna had had enough. Her fingers clutched her phone. Scrolling through pictures, private moments she had with RJ, ones Steffi would never understand. She'd tried to be gracious, humble, even apologetic, but the Logan name came with claws, and so did Steffi. That morning, Steffi had cornered her near the elevators. You're lucky my brother still wants you, she'd hissed. But don't mistake his forgiveness for mine. One wrong step, and you're out. Now Luna replayed those words like a broken record, her fury simmering. It was time to shift the game. She walked purposefully to Steffi's office and knocked once before stepping in. Steffi glanced up, clearly annoyed. Did I say come in? I didn't come here for your permission, Luna said coolly, arched a brow, setting her pen down. Excuse me, you heard me. Luna stepped forward. I've apologized for what happened. I've groveled, accepted your judgment, and smiled through your cruelty, but I'm not going to take it anymore. Steffi smirked. You think you can stand up to me? I don't just think, Luna replied. I know, and I'm done letting you bully me. You're still on this because of RJ. No, here because I deserve to be. I've earned my place. And if you're so threatened by me, maybe that says more about you than it does about me. Steffi stood now, tension rippling between them. You don't know who you're messing with. Luna's voice dropped to a whisper, venom-laced. Neither do you. The air went still. You want war? Steffi asked, voice low. Luna smiled. No, Steffi, I want peace. But I will burn this office to the ground before I let you push me out of it. Hope caught in the middle later that day. Hope Logan found herself caught between two collapsing bridges, her mother's spiraling relationship and the growing feud between Steffi and Luna. She approached her mother's house, shocked to find Brooke alone, a half-drunk glass of Chardonnay in hand and mascara streaking her cheeks. Mom, Hope asked softly. Brooke looked up, smile brittle. Ridge saw me with Nick. Oh no, I didn't sleep with him, but I wanted to. Isn't that bad enough? Hope sat beside her, taking her hand. You were lonely, and Ridge. He always makes you wait, doesn't he? Brooke sniffled. He said he was choosing me. Then he flew off to Italy like it was nothing. Then maybe he wasn't choosing you. Maybe Nick was just a mirror, showing you what you've been missing. Brooke looked at her daughter, eyes filled with both guilt and clarity. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You're figuring it out. That's okay. Just then, Hope's phone buzzed. It was a message from Luna. Need to talk. Everything's about to change. Hope frowned. I think Luna's about to shake things up. RJ faces the storm back at Forrester. RJ Forrester was already feeling the fallout. He found Luna pacing near the elevators, her eyes wild and blazing. What happened? He asked. I confronted her. Steffy. Luna nodded. And I made a promise. She's going to regret ever treating me like I'm disposable. RJ blinked. Luna, I know she's harsh, but nothing. I've played nice, RJ. I let her shame me, degrade me, act like I'm some pathetic outsider. She was just protecting the brand. No, Luna snapped. She was protecting her ego, and I won't let her destroy me. RJ looked genuinely shaken. He'd never seen Luna like this, fire in her veins, teeth bared. She wasn't crying this time. She was furious. You're scaring me, he admitted. Good, Luna whispered. Because Steffy should be scared too. Nick makes his move. Meanwhile, at the marina, Nick stood on the deck of his boat, phone in hand. He dialed. Taylor, it's Nick. There was a pause. I saw Ridge and I think it's time we talk. Another pause. No, not about us. About Brooke. He hung up and stared out at the sunset. This wasn't just about old flames anymore. It was about timing, destiny and, maybe, just maybe, revenge. Final scene. Ridge at a crossroads at Eric's mansion. Ridge stood alone in the living room, staring at an old photo of himself, Brooke, and RJ, one of the few peaceful moments from years ago. His hands trembled. She didn't deny it. She said she wanted Nick, but was that worse than cheating? He poured himself a drink, then threw it into the fireplace instead. The flames roared as if echoing his fury. From the doorway, Steffy appeared. You look like you've been through hell, she observed. I saw Brooke with Nick. Steffy's eyes widened. Are you done? I don't know. But I sure as hell don't want to be second choice again. Steffy hesitated, then said, then maybe it's time you look at who's always been your first, even when you forgot her. Taylor. Steffy just smiled, walking away. But Ridge was stuck, heart torn between past and future, passion and pain, and across town. Luna stood at a rooftop garden overlooking the city, the wind in her hair, Steffy's words echoing in her ears. I'm going to make you sorry. She whispered to the skyline, and for the first time in a long time, Los Angeles felt like it was about to erupt. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.